I'm talking to Lewis Kirkaldie of Cinegy. Oh, Lewis, what technology trends are we going to see at IBC this year?
Well, I think it's going to be inevitable that IP is going to keep hold of the message at IBC. So we've seen over the last 5 or 6 years a few technologies come up, be really powerful at the trade shows, and then die back down, like 3D came up, went. I think IP's got real staying power. So we've seen it for a few shows now, and I think it's going to be there, if anything, bigger. You've
been saying for a while, and Cinegy has courted controversy by saying SDI must die.
Yes.
How are we doing on the death knell?
Yeah, it's a shame I didn't put in any bets at the betting shop about that happening, because if you ask anyone 5 years ago, they would have given you very long odds on the marketplace being where it is today. So, I mean, we're really happy to see people embracing this trend. You know, it's great not to think, gosh, we got that wrong. You know, as an industry, I think people are starting to see that this has got real benefits and power. And as a software provider, of course, I want to be able to just run software, take off-the-shelf hardware, plug stuff in. That's great for us as a company. And so I think it's great for us, and it's great for the industry. So I'm just waiting to see ever more of it.
Talking of software, you've been promoting your Daniel2 codec. Where are we on that?
So we've now released to the public the second round of betas for this. So we've got the Adobe export and importing plugins and the player. So we just put beta 2 out the player to play back files generated in this. So we're seeing a huge amount of interest. I mean, of all the things I've released with Cinegy over the years I've worked there, I've never actually had people I know in the industry or know of me in the industry just go, oh wow, I saw all your Daniel2 stuff, that looks really interesting. That just doesn't happen normally. So I'm kind of suspicious about this. So it's really interesting and a really exciting time to be working with that. So, you know, we've been seeing some really, really impressive speeds for the number of frames per second we can offload onto GPU. And with the workflows of people going IP and looking for low latency rather than uncompressed, it's a really great time to have this kind of technology ready to go.
We last spoke at NAB, and there you were talking about the latest version of the Cinegy Multiviewer. Will we see that at IBC? You're on stand 7.A30. Will we see that, and what other advances are we likely to see?
You absolutely will. So at NAB we were hoping to launch Multiviewer 12 with GPU offloaded decoding, and we've done it. It did ship, it's out there, and that's great, and we've had some fantastic customer feedback about the number of channels they can decode on really inexpensive hardware now, which is brilliant. It will absolutely be at IBC because we run so much of our stuff through it. we really would struggle without it. We've got kind of pre-builds of what will, I'm sure, become Multiviewer 13, which now actually support Daniel2 IP decoding as well, which I think is going to be a big part of our IBC demo setup.
The key point about all of this is that it is running on standard off-the-shelf hardware.
Yeah, I mean, for the last couple of trade shows that we've done, we've actually made really heavy use of the NVIDIA boards using their built-in H.264 encoding. It's a great technology, and it's really brilliant when you want to do cloud-connected workflows. But it has some limits. The H.264 technology on that card is 8-bit only and 420 only, which is a real sting in the tail. So we've been able to use it in a fantastic way, and it gets us much more density on machines, but we're stuck at these kind of not quite professional formats. With Daniel2, we can run all the way up to 16-bit, 444 and 422, yet still be getting a load of kick out of the NVIDIA GPU. So for me, it's going to be really exciting to actually run IBC for real this time, but with the Daniel2 codec over IP, getting the same energy efficiency and frames per second from just off-the-shelf kind of gaming PCs across there, but still maintaining 422 and 10-bit, so that we know we've got the color quality that's needed to kind of say, cool, this is actually very professional.
Terrific. I've said that you're in Hall 7, you're on stand 7.A30.
Yep.
What other things are going to be making you excited at IBC this year?
Well, I mean, we're now getting to a real maturity with our public cloud offering. So we launched Cinegy Air 10 into the AWS marketplace. We've revised that up to Air 11 with a second release on the marketplace. What we're hoping to do for IBC is have Air 12 in preview available, and also to launch Air 11 into the Azure marketplace using the Microsoft cloud. So we can offer that true cloud agnostic solution we've always wanted to. We like open standards, we like customer choice. So we're hoping to have like 2 availabilities in the public cloud for people to choose from. And as I said, we'll be previewing Air 12. And Air 12's got the Daniel2 IP interconnectivity, but it's also got a brand new rich set of REST APIs, which we've actually secured using Internet OAuth 2 technologies. So we've got some great upgrades to Air 12 to playback native object storage from the cloud, secure those cloud API interfaces with the real granular required security that the public cloud needs. And then, of course, we've got the upgrades of Daniel2. So we'll be edging in the public cloud a lot more as well to kind of have a hybrid on-stand in-cloud trade show.
Sounds absolutely brilliant. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. See you in Amsterdam in September. Thanks
Thank you.
very much.
See you there.